All right, here we go. Okay. Well, I did that, right? Hmm. Oh, okay. I understand. Wow. Look at this. All right, we're going to get to all of that stuff. I know we have more flooding video. Ben's doing a fantastic job. Look at how bad that is, folks. All right, good evening, everybody. Here we go. Let's go. Who's that? Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Um, Hold on, everybody. Where is he? There he goes. Oh, okay. It's very nice. I understand. I may already have this. I disagree. I have this video. Um, I know I'm communicating with someone. All right. The Hold on, everybody. Video is on my website. Folks, I have someone that just sent me, I won't say who. Um, Thank you, Ann. Folks, good evening, one and all. Bear with me. I thought we had something. It usually I already have I already have it. All right. Folks, share that you were watching. We have a lot to get to on this Monday night. It's interesting. I'm not going to keep responding to that individual. What time is it? 7:10. We'll let everybody file in. Boy, we have big news. First of all, check out topetro.com. We are doing really record. I want to talk about this Newport thing. I don't understand. I can't believe some of the comments I'm seeing of people that are criticizing the police. And I find it very distressing. So, okay, let me share that. And there we go. Monday night. Let's see. I'll start with the thank you. There's Robin. There we go. All right. Um, no sound. No sound. Now that's odd. Now there is sound. I just wasn't talking at the moment. So I can hear myself. We can hear the bells. So no sound. Anne says no sound. Now there is sound. I just wasn't talking. Right? I can hear myself. Right? I can hear myself. So Anne is saying no sound. No one can hear me? Anne says no sound. Are you sure? No sound. You're sure? I again, we have people that check it. I agree with Robin. It's actually fine. So I'm not. If I'm looking at something, I may be. All right, Ian, you need to adjust because everyone else can hear. So, all right, I'm going to press forward here. All good, says Dr. Lisa. So it must be your device. All right, I'm going to move on from this. I'm not sure what to make of that. I can't hear you. Is this like the President Bush thing? Everybody else can. There's Lynn. There's Nancy. Micah Hearn says the sound is fine. We're moving forward. There we go. Oh boy. All right. Not really. You got to adjust on your own end. All right, we're going to press forward. We don't want to get thrown off just because we have a lot to get to. It is always a challenge to then stay focused. One of the reasons we have the element of the various moderators is to make sure that our audio and sound is fine. And I thank you, Danny McGovern. I can hear the chosen one. Sounds good to everybody else. Yeah, that's right, John. Turn your volume up. All right, I want to thank Robin, thank God, who said that it's fine. Now, a couple of things. It is Monday night, and I want to yes, indeed. All right, I want to go to some of the comments that. Thank you, Nancy. Sure what to make of that. Looks like it may just be Robin and David by the end of the night. Let me go to. I want to read some of the comments that I saw that someone posted about the Newport situation. And granted, it doesn't matter who it is, but wow, watch the girl's head hit the pavement. This is what we've come to. And all these comments, they're talking about the Newport. Now, if you haven't seen it, I compiled all the videos into one to make it easier for all of us. And they're on the website, depetro.com. Now, because it is sensitive in nature, that it just doesn't immediately pop up. But the links are there. So as long as you're over 18, you should be able to see it. So here are some of the comments. Nothing funny about this video. Don't know why someone put a laughing emoji. When did this occur? Again, this isn't where I have it posted. Did it happen this week? All right, so these people are like completely clueless. It was, see, here's misinformation. Yes, Saturday around midnight. No, it was past midnight. But let me just get to not a way to end a wedding, ugly scene. All right, I like that. If you don't know how to behave, it's not a matter of stay home. But let me get to where some of the comments. Thank you, Sharon Howell. She tried grabbing his gun. I'm at a loss for these people. Some of the people were saying, boy, it's just terrible. Those Newport police. Let me explain what happened here. Suddenly now I don't see the comments I was looking for. But let me again, I don't want to be redundant. And someone obviously, I understand that not everyone immediately thinks, okay, let me check depetro.com. But we have all the information from the Newport police. And here's where people are careless with details. And it's important. It was past 12:35. Newport police responded disorderly party incident near the Landing restaurant. Now, here's why this is significant. There was someone on another page. I wouldn't tolerate these people. It happened around midnight. That's wrong. Newport closes at 1 o'clock. So this was Saturday wedding into Sunday morning. Right? So it's actually late Saturday night into Sunday. Newport's a 1 o'clock town. Now, I spoke to someone who was right there. And then you can see all the video. I'll just come. I don't understand, and I'll have to read some of the comments. I don't understand these. Yeah, that's right. Call the bride and groom. I don't understand these people that are blaming the police, and I'll explain why. And there was someone. Oh, you got to see this angle. I've had people. Oh, you got to dig in. Go after the police. Let me explain what happened. First of all, Newport's a 1 o'clock town, but it doesn't mean you can let people in at 1 o'clock. They actually can't let anybody in past 12:30. So these drunks from a wedding go over and they're swaying. And partly, I admit, I'm biased. I worked in a nightclub, so I have a low tolerance for drunks. And obviously, I work with police. So you have this situation where if you're the bouncer, you're not, first of all, they're like, we're not letting them in. They're swaying already. They're a drunken mess. And here's the part that no one is getting. One of them is insisting that they're open till 2. Now, in Providence, they're open till 2. In Boston, they're open till 2. Newport's a 1 o'clock town. Yes, exactly right, Caitlin Williams. I applaud them. No blame on the police. I can't believe these people. What? And people are messaging me, oh, look at this. Bad look for the Newport. Now, here's the other part. Some of these people, they punched that woman. Let's really look at the video. That woman, those drunken wedding guests, one of them was going for the officer's weapon. Now, who knows what she was going to do? As we know, if you are a police officer and some drunk gets a hold of your weapon, number one, it's obviously a dangerous situation. Number two, you're in a lot of trouble. So 3 times that drunken idiot, and I'll name all of them, went to go for the officer's weapon. Insanity. They started gathering around the police. The police were kicked in the groin, knocked to the ground. Another individual trying to, 2 separate officers from their holsters. Absolutely disgraceful. And that jerk, Robert Nash, Marshfield, assault of a police officer, simple assault. Alexandra Flattery. I don't care that it's a female. She was a drunk. She was going for his gun. And who knows what would have happened if she had gotten hold of it. Can you imagine if she had gotten the gun and fired it and shot and killed somebody or shot the police? Who do you think would be blamed? Rachel Oynick and David Oynick, both 44 years old, of Borrington. Oh, good. Couple of Borrington drunks. Olivia Costello. She's not even legal age, of Milton. And Kylie Swain of South Weymouth. Absolutely disgraceful. And these people that are somehow, and again, right now, you know what? I'm open. Thank you, Patty Ann. Is Lisa being serious or not? I can't tell if people are joking. Is this live or what? It's, people are testing Juan's patience. You know, if you want to put a joke like that, put LOL. But it's 7:20. It's Monday night, September 11th. And yes, we are live. Yeah, 2 from Barrington, the rest from Mass. That's right, Caitlin. I don't know, Jennifer. You know, I asked for their mugshots. They would not. And let's just be really clear what this was all about. A bunch of drunks who didn't want to end the night and are suddenly demanding and trying to, bully their way past the bouncer? You're not going to jeopardize your license. They're not supposed to let anybody in past 12:30. It's 12:35. So whoever put, it was around midnight. Well, they were, Bill. They were arrested. What do you mean throwing them all in the clink? Are people not paying attention? Yeah, trying to get the gun. No, I see nothing wrong. Who are these people that are upset with the Newport police? I'm at a loss on this. Oh my God, do they? Well, and it depends on the wedding, right? A lot of them are open bar. And I get the whole thing. They're having a good time. They don't want the night to end. But they should have made plans but maybe whatever. Maybe they didn't realize. Maybe they don't go out to Newport a lot. Then you go back to your hotel and you, go to the minibar. I mean, at that point, you're not going to make it in time for Providence for last call. I mean, there are people that start leaving suburban bars around 12:30 to go to Providence because Providence 2 o'clock is last call. So obviously they did. Thank you for the stars tonight, everyone. There's Dennis. So what am I missing here? What am I missing that 100%? But there's a couple of, some of the people, I'll read some of the comments. I don't know if I'm going to call out some of the people that were sending them to me because they didn't say that they want to have them out in public. And I'm not the type that I'm not going to just start publishing comments of people that do that. But here's this guy, Rich. Video Newport. Oh, that cop should lose his job. What? Are people see? This is an example. People don't read, right? All they see is a police officer. She did kick the police officer, and that jerk. I can actually play. Yeah, that's right, Cheryl. Continue the party at the hotel. You know what? Actually, let me play. I'm going to play the video. It's on. There's a link to it on depetro.com. So, folks, I know some people are just posting it, but I don't. I'm so cautious about the level that we're at with Facebook and all of my platforms. And so, some people, if they put it up and then something happens where they get punished, they don't care. For us, we care a lot. So here is the video. Again, there's a link at depetro.com. She went to kick the police officer. Cooch. Punching the police. I'm going to F you up. And then as they're down, the girl in the orange dress is kicking the police. Yeah. Yes, she was going for the officer's weapon. Good. Yeah, good. Good. I have no problem with that. Good. You want to act that way? I have no patience for this crowd. Yeah, she was going for his gun. You're going to jail. What a bunch of drunken loudmouths. Bunch of loudmouth drunks from Borington. Probably friendly with Holly Paris. Speaking of loudmouth. Listen to these idiots yelling. Yeah, your wife was going for the gun of a police officer. Your girlfriend or wife was punching and kicking the police. Good. Yes. Good. You must be so proud. I want your badge number. What an absolute zero. But I mean it. I am appalled at these people that are posting. Again, the full video is on depetro.com. Yeah, Goody knocked her out. She was going for the gun. And by the way, I think there was a female officer that knocked her out. All she did was hit her with her elbow, and then she fell backwards. Yes. What would have happened? Thank you for all the stars tonight. What would have... That's right, Dan Coolers. Definitely McKee voters. Can you imagine, Felicia, if she had gotten the gun? Then people, what's with these Newport police? I was on the phone with Newport police today. I said, I'm trying to figure out why everyone's upset. What are you talking about? It's the crowd. Let me also, it is dangerous. I want to explain something. There's no excuse. You don't punch a police officer. You don't kick a police officer. You don't go for the gun. Let's be really clear what this was about. A bunch of drunk wedding guests who wanted to keep drinking. It's not more than that. It's not less than that. These people, there's got to be more to the story. No. Sadly, that is the story. So what? Everyone should bend the rules for them? Good. No, it was a female officer. Yeah. That's my wife! You kidding me? What is wrong with you? And these people are not young. Yeah. Thank you, Patty Ann. Thank you for the stars tonight, folks. They think, see, and here's the crowd. Now, granted, I used to work in a nightclub. And it's the 2 o'clock. We're closed. No more. They're ordering another drink. You inform them. No more. And then they're just giving you that drunken stare. And you realize you're dealing with someone who's not going to remember any of this the next day, right? That's what you're dealing with. Thank you, Susan Calderon. That's a good question, Dan. I don't know. There's Holly. Folks, share that you're watching. Type in a name, especially if you're the... what? Newport? Let me be really clear. Newport Police did nothing wrong here. I want to repeat. If you're a member of law enforcement and somehow... Can you imagine the repercussions if that woman, because they're adults, if she had gotten a hold of his gun? What does that tell you about the wedding guests? A waste of all our time. You don't have to be here then. There's Ricky. Thank you, Patty Ann. I'm going to get to the police, the nurse in just a moment. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Now, I am going to touch on that because Channel 10 has during that, but I want to finish up with the Newport situation. I do have another update coming on, and I can tell you that, obviously, listen, I know the flooding's really bad. So, and I'm going to, I'll continue to post some of it. But after a while, I have to admit, like the first time I saw some of the flooding, it does like, oh my God, now it's like, okay, right? Like, yeah, of course there is. I mean, we've gone third world here. But let me just finish up on the Newport thing. Folks, there is, I'm trying to envision an instance where, bear with me, where, thank you, Cheryl, where it may be acceptable if someone were going to hit a police officer. And I can't really come up with one other than, let's say, there was mistaken identity and a police officer started like beating the hell out of you and then you're just trying to defend yourself. Short of that, they have bodyguards. I can't believe the people like that are defending these people. What was that woman? I can't believe he punched a girl. Was she acting like a girl? Was she acting like a woman? I saw a drunken maniac that was kicking police, punching police, that one in the orange dress, and then went to go for his holstered weapon. And what do you think the police are going to do? Well, the police could have handled it. What do you mean handled it better? I want to repeat. Can you imagine the blowback if one of those drunks, she gets the gun and what? Starts firing it? And then let's really play this out. We all know what would have happened. They would have, or she would have, ended up suing Newport Police because she was allowed to get the weapon and everybody else. I can't believe these people of, and the drunk. But now here's the thing. That's the problem. I can't stand people. My drunken behavior is my excuse to do whatever I want. I'll bet the next day they can't believe it. They should be ashamed. That's disgraceful behavior. There's nothing appropriate about that. So, absolutely terrible. Yes. No. For what? Let's repeat. And here's the thing. Why should the people in Newport that run the bar, of which I know one of the... Why should they in the Newport Police? So they have to babysit these people? They have to... The liquor stores are closed. The bars are all closing now. It's past 12:30. I can't stand these people. I think it was around midnight. No, it wasn't midnight. It was after 12:30. The bars close at 1. Can you imagine you're working there, and it was muggy, and some drunk is insisting that the bars are open till 2, and demanding, as they're swaying, that they want to get in. And then start, like, pushing the button. Come on. Okay, so the police come over. Hey, listen, they're not letting you in. That's it. It's over. They don't have to let you in. First of all, they can't let you in. And then the person starts pushing the cop. These were a bunch of drunks from Barrington, some of them, demanding that the hours are 2 o'clock. Newport is a 1 o'clock town. Newport used to be a 2 o'clock town. It's a 1 o'clock town. And you can't get in past 12:30. Last call is really 1:45. At 1 o'clock, everybody's got to be out. Can you imagine if they had actually let them in? Does that seem like a group that would have peacefully left? So, that's right, Mary Ellen. Absolutely terrible. They are idiots. But if you surf around and go on different people posting it, I don't recognize a lot of the name. All these people are negative towards the police. Oh, what is this world coming to? Oh, look at how I stand with Newport Police 100%. Why? That's my question. Why should they tolerate it? This wasn't a parent got upset because they had a missing child. This wasn't a parent got upset because there was a kidnapping. A parent was upset. There was a school shooting, and they pushed back by the police to try to find their child who was shot. It wasn't that. It was a bunch of drunks that didn't know what time was last call in Newport and were trying to push their way through into the. That's all it was. There's no one to sympathize with. If you're on the side of those drunks and you would find anything wrong with the Newport police, I don't know you're on the wrong page. I told that to someone earlier. You're on the wrong page. Excuse me. She was going for not once, 3 times, going for the service weapon. And what was she going to do with that service weapon? Unbelievable. Robert Nash, 30 years old. So is this the Barrington couple? Rachel Onick and David Onick of Barrington? One of them charged with disorderly conduct. The other one, 2 counts simple assault, resisting arrest, obstruction, disorderly conduct. A couple of them caught felonies. Alexandra Flattery, Olivia Costello. You're only 20. Kylie Swain. Is that a male or female? Could go either way. It's got to be. All right, Robert Nash, male. Alexandra Flattery, female, 1-1. Rachel and David, 2-2. Olivia Kylie. I think Kylie's a female name, but it could be a male. South Weymouth. Absolute. Miss Swain will appear on 9/27 at 9 a.m. Absurdity. Now, about if you have any other comments, but I mean it, folks. Unless I'm missing something, we're all going off the same video. Well, Ray, post their names. All right, who wants to tell them? It's on DePietro.com. I don't know how many. I get that people come late sometimes. Yeah, that's right, Stephanie. So Ray, I'm glad you said that. Post their names. Good. 2 steps ahead of you, Charlie. It's right there. Video. Newport drunken wedding guests fight police. That's what happened. And there is all the information with the posted name. And there's the links to YouTube where then you can see the video. So let me just see. If you click on it, good. It comes right up. There we go. Okay. Then, all right, you got to prove your age, but like whatever. All right. Where was I? Post the name. We did post the names. Hold on. Let me guess. A nurse at Rhode Island Hospital was attacked. Now, I'm going to demonstrate something. If you go to DePietro.com, we had this stuff posted on Saturday. I want to show you. It's Monday night. Some people work weekends. Some people do not. Rhode Island hospital nurse critically injured in patient attack. This isn't the first time the suspect has assaulted someone. 53-year-old Scott Amaral remains in critical but stable condition. According to the police report, here we go. George Bauer, upset over his phone privileges. Folks, we had that on DePietro.com Saturday night, and I am very happy with our investigative work to get it. Channel 10 waited to get the police report. We didn't have to. Amaral went to check on him. It also says Bauer tested positive for COVID. I also reported that over the course of the weekend. The judge said there's some things I won't put on because of HIPAA. We have to watch for confidentiality of these things, no matter who's before us. Bauer violated his bail from a previous assault charge. We have those posted on the website, depetro.com. Bauer's being held at the ACI, but is asking to be moved. I want to be a Elena Slater because I'm a homeless rapper. I'm just sitting here with a cement wall, and it ain't no ball. I want to go to Slater, and I don't want to go there later. He starts rapping to the judge. Now, what does that tell you? This tells you someone that doesn't want to be in the ACI. His daughter posted Amaral on Facebook. Family make a statement when they're ready. Bauer scheduled for status hearing next Monday. I may attend that. What a complete zero. So we're pulling for Scott. He is in critical but stable condition, which I'm very glad to hear, because obviously we don't have to. I'm looking at this statement. Everyone knows me if I had run-ins with the law. Not proud of it. If you watch this video, the people knew somebody, for example, a guy completely tees off on a cop, punching him in the face. What did they think was going to happen? I completely agree. I don't understand these people that everyone's saying the cops were out of line. What? You don't swing at police. It seems pretty easy. Folks, oh, here we go. Here's somebody picking on him. Untrained, correct, unprofessional, and unnecessary. No excuse. Okay. Yeah. Someone who's done time is picking on the police who are trying to protect their weapon. It's pretty interesting to me. Very, very interesting. Now, back to the hospital. We're going to continue to follow the story. Hey, the good news on this Monday night is... That's right, Aaron. No, I'm not trying to do that. Somebody try to help out Ray. Can you imagine, Robin? What a thug. Yeah, he does know how. That's a very good point. Who put that? Kathy? Yeah, he knows how it works. Oh, I want to go to Elena Slater. Yeah, I think I'm hearing voices. Yeah, I don't want to think, I don't think I want to. Yeah, no, they were closed. Wrong. Absolutely wrong. That's right. There's Linda. Ryan is such a joy. Folks, we are pulling for Scott. Lifespan needs to step up. Yeah, that's right, Patty Ann. Send the social workers. Lifespan needs to step up. All these people picking on the police. This is pretty simple. You're intoxicated. All these people. What, none of them could, what are you talking about? Who are you defending? There were at least 10 of them surrounding the police, kicking them, punching them, drunk from a wedding. This is how you celebrate after the wedding. Absolutely ridiculous, unacceptable behavior. I don't know about that, Kathy. We'll see about that, living in a group home. I also posted, for those that haven't read it, that so he punched Scott at the hospital in the chest, and basically that caused Scott to go into cardiac arrest. Scott went into the bathroom to try to catch his breath. Scott Amaral, the nurse, and as a result of being in the bathroom, he was out of sight, so his co-workers could not see that he was in distress. So I commend his co-workers that found him. They administered CPR. Yeah, that's right, Cassandra. Total. There's Lynn Miller. Terrible. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Aaron. Yeah, he is someone trying to game the system. I have no sympathy for that. I really have. I'll tell you who I don't have sympathy for. I don't have any sympathy for him. Like these people, you don't want to violate his HIPAA, like whatever. What are you talking about? He put a nurse in critical condition, Scott, for no reason. And we should be concerned. Let me explain something. He doesn't have any rights. He doesn't enjoy any rights. He enjoys rights within the legal system. But no, up to me, put him somewhere, hard labor, and I mean 15, 14 hours a day. So if you're working 14 hours a day on some kind of whatever, machine, whatever, you're so exhausted, they wouldn't be able to cause any problems after that. So how about like the other night? Those family members of prisoners interrupted PVD Fest. Yeah, somebody ought to get them a map. The prison's in Cranston. Why are you protesting in Providence? It just shows you like the lack of brains. Oh, we're going to protest the mayor of Providence. Oh, okay. Yeah, Mayor Smiley has nothing to do with the ACI. He couldn't have less to do with the ACI. They're just idiots. Total idiot. They did, Lynn Miller. That's right. That's exactly right, Cassandra. That's exactly right. And for these drunks in Newport, what? What do you think police are supposed to do? Like, oh, come on, wedding guests, no going for the gun. You start surrounding, getting rowdy. What? We want to keep drinking? Yeah. You're first of all, you're drunk. They were probably annihilated, drunk off their ass, wandering around, getting even drunker more by wandering around. I don't blame the bars that are like, you're not coming in here. There's 10 of them. They're staggering. One of them was throwing up nearby. We're going to let you in here? Why are we letting you in here? No. 12:30. We can't let anybody in past 12:30. The bar, by the way, they felt so comfortable they called the police. The police are walking around. Foot patrol. We have a problem. We have a problem. They waved them right over. These people, they were demanding to get in. Newport police come over. No, you're not going in. Oh, this place is open till 2. I know my rights. No, Newport's a 1 o'clock town, and nobody let in past 12:30. Last call is 12:40. I know my rights, Kappa. I'm from Borrington. There's Joe Rowe. Yes, total idiots. Total idiots, as a matter of fact. Thank you for the stars, everybody, as we roll through this September. The wedding, I don't know exactly where it was, but it was a Newport wedding. So it's listen, Newport does big business. The wedding could have been in a hotel. And then they're all staying at the hotel, and then they wander over to Bowen's Wharf. And now who knows, maybe some other wedding people. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even think that's important, to be honest with you. I'm not trying to pick on where was the wedding. Really doesn't matter. Even if some of their friends got there earlier and were inside, that doesn't matter. No. Who needs it? You serve them. They're already drunk. They fall, which a lot of people do, on those cobblestone steps. Who do you think? They're going to sue you? Absolutely not. Yeah, it was a Newport wedding. I didn't know if you meant exactly where. Thank you, Rose. I don't know where. There's plenty of places to get married in Newport. Yeah. Well, Mary Ellen, they were arrested. They spent the night in jail. Yeah, this business of, I know that, Susan. I'm surprised you're not on Branch Avenue. It's underwater. Well, I'm not going underwater. Traffic is a nightmare to get there. Our roads are all under construction. And I'm not, the coverage of the flooding is so embarrassing to me. Thank you, Joe Rowe. As a Rhode Island citizen, that's right, when idiots attack. This is disgraceful. We're starting to accept that when it rains, all our roads flood out. And some people think that that's fine. But okay, Charles Street near the Home Depot is blocked to high water level. Whatever. I'm not going to that. Like what? I mean, it's too third world for my taste. And on top of that, hey, good luck trying to get around on our roads. The amount of nighttime construction is a joke. So, to update you, it looks like, let me see if Channel 10, okay, 2 days later, took to Monday night, they have our Saturday night story. Flooding renders roadways impassable across Rhode Island. Folks, if you are a visiting business, do you think you plant your flag and you say, this is where we're going to open up. Um, 6 arrested after altercation between wedding party and police. I thought they just wedding guests. I don't know if they were the wedding party. I have to laugh at this story, and I like Tim White, and I respect Tim White. But they had a story, the Rhode Island State Police elite dive team. They're responsible for solving a lot of underwater crimes. Is this Jacques? Am I missing something? Is Rhode Island filled with... Hold on. Did you say underwater crime? What underwater crime is there? I'm unfamiliar with any. What are there? Some secret caverns below that people are breaking into? Listen, I support the Rhode Island State Police. I get along with the Rhode Island State Police. Isn't it just an excuse for them to have some guys that get to go diving off Block Island once in a while? Like they're solving underwater crime? All right, as I go into the story, it says underwater evidence gathering and recovering bodies. But is this like a James Bond flick that they're chasing people underwater? Who tries to grab a police? Folks, if you try to punch a police officer, you're on your own. You've crossed over. As someone that spends a lot of time with police, way over. Now you become a mob. Now you outnumber them. Then you're kicking them. Hey, a woman kicking a guy in the groin can do just as much damage as a male. When that woman decided to grab for his gun, what was he supposed to do? Lap it off? How was the wedding, by the way? Terrible. Yeah, that's right. Good one, Kathy. The seedy underworld. I like that. I hadn't thought of that. The underwater crime rate has gone up to all the flooding. Does anyone know what they're talking about? Hi there, Brenda. They're going after a lot of the underwater crime in Rhode Island. Really? First of all, what do you? Even boats are above the water. Let's just say there were people that were stealing high, expensive yachts in Newport. You still don't need an underwater dive team. I support a lot of investigative reports. Again, I like Tim White. I like the state police, but that one has me a little puzzled there. So yeah, the Goldfish Mafia, Aaron Brown. Aaron Brown, by the way, very valuable on Friday night. That was tremendous. Hi Nancy. There's Nancy McCormick. So folks, again, I really want you to log on to depetro.com. And I'll tell you why. And I'm going to type it into the comments. Hi there, Kim Lima. East Providence checking in. Kim, become a subscriber. I'll tell you why. Because I want people to see that on Saturday night, we had the information about the perpetrator with the nurse attack. Not like an hour before everybody else. Not like a few hours. We're talking 2 days. That's a long time. And, come on. It's still Channel 10 that we're talking about. When you beat Channel 10 by 2 days, I think we're doing something right. And as far as the wedding video, I just have no... I am aware of that, Cheryl. Cher Silva. They go in when a car goes in the water. Now, hold on. The Warwick dive team does that. That's not what this report is. This is, you have to see, it says an elite diving team, and it says they're exploring all different types of crime. I am aware. I've covered that, Cher. I have. I covered. Actually, Warwick has a really good dive team. So, but that's not what this is. At least that's not what the report that I saw. Oh my goodness, Susan. And you know what, Susan? This weekend we were, right? I mean, we were live twice on Saturday night. And then we keep updating the story. So here's what we're going to do. I don't know. The Branch Avenue area looks like a total mess. To me, when you see some cars stuck in the water, kind of seen it all a little bit. Thank you, Ron Marshall. I want to thank everybody for their stars. You did see it. Okay. Thank you, Denise Oliver. Thank you very much, Kathy. And it was worth it, right? That was an important story. I feel I'm also very glad I held back on various people, and rumors were flying. On Saturday morning, someone told me the nurse had passed away. I said, it's one thing if you say there were 9 shots and it was really 10, right? And like I explained, it's one thing you say there were 60 inmates in the yard at maximum, there were 58. But you can't be wrong about somebody dying. Can't be wrong on that one. You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube on that one. So, and yesterday, there were people saying he had passed away. I was tempted, but nope. I'm very glad. We talked about it, right? We talked about it with our crew at depetro.com, and I said, we can't be wrong on this one. We can't. It's, if there's a street address and you put 37, it's 39. Sometimes police get details wrong sometimes. If you put put an A on the end of somebody's name, kind of misspell it, it's kind of forgivable. All right, we said 6 shots. They actually fired 7 shots. They say 5 people were wounded. There were actually 6 people wounded. I mean, those things can happen, but we can't. You can't come back. And again, I'm not faulting, because there were people on Saturday morning telling me he had passed away. But I'm glad his family spoke up. They were very visible. They did not. So that's exactly right, Bill. So, folks, again, it's Monday night. It looks like we are off to a big week. There's Jane Bryce. I'm so glad. Thank you to everyone that told Ladybug to come join me. There's Mark Feldman. Yeah, that's right. I don't know. It just, I caught the promo yesterday. The only reason I even knew they had that is I was watching the Patriot game on Channel 12. And it was they were promoting that they're involved solving a lot of underwater crime. And I thought, underwater crime? You mean the underworld? Underwater crime. Now, I get they're saying sometimes there's a clue, someone's cargo's in the water. Sadly, someone's deceased, like the swimmer, North Providence. But that's not how it came across. That's not how it came across. And again, I like Tim White. I'm not taking a cheap shot at him. I like him. But I caught that. Really? Underwater crime. What are they breaking it? What are people breaking into underwater? Like that I didn't know there are things you could break into underwater, unless it's like a James Bond film, and the Bond villain has like this way that they enter underwater. So I don't know. I didn't know what to make of that either. That's right, Caroline. The floods are receding in East Providence. I'm glad to hear. All right, folks. Now, it is Monday night. It's still early, just 8 o'clock. 2 things I want to tell you. Number one, we are going to step up the number of lives. Saturday night showed me that. Sometimes I wouldn't do Saturday night because I felt, I don't know if people are watching. We had big crowds on Saturday night. That's number one. Number 2, we're really upping the level with depetro.com. We have the venue, especially if you will look at it in your phone. I mean, it's totally, you can navigate it. We have video. We have exclusive stories. We have more content out there before other people than anybody else. So we're really going to up that level. So again, thank you for the stars. If you're not a subscriber, I'm at a loss. Why? Like, you're paying a very expensive cable bill. What? So you can watch MSNBC, so you can watch Channel 6. Someone even asked me, could we lower? Here's the thing about it's 24 cents a week to be a subscriber. You can't raise it or lower it. If we were going to do anything, we would not lower it. But 24 cents a week, like, think about that. Think of a quarter a week, and you get to keep us floating, so to speak. And on top of that, the subscribers are terrific. We post a lot more info, and we're going to continue to post more info. So, folks, now it's early, right? If something happens, we'll be out. But other than that, it's Monday night. We're going to keep a good thought. That's all we can do is post and I feel terrible for his family. I've heard nothing but good things. I've been communicating with friends of his and people that really know him. There's a problem. Someone said to me, you're being pretty hard on Rhode Island Hospital. Hey, listen,
Scott Amaral, his life is valuable. Our first responders, the nurses, the doctors, hey, the other patients, very valuable. There's no shortage of money pumping through the hospital. None. Hire some better security. Get more security. And stop holding the hands of some of these total whack jobs. That guy is a violent criminal who seemingly knows how to play the system. So, I don't want to go to the ACI. I want to go down. Yeah, I bet you don't. Hey, put him at the ACI. He thinks he's a tough guy, obviously. Let him find out how tough he is. Great. That's the beauty of the ACI. You think you're tough? Get a chance to see just how tough you are. All right, folks, Monday night. Thank you, everybody. Prayers. And again, also, 9/11. I talked about it during the noon report. I talked about it on the radio show. Obviously, we never forget. Folks, if something happens, we're going to go live. You've been watching Juan After Dark on this Monday night, September 11th.